So tonight I'm gonna be doing a little watercolor. And I didn't think I had done that much watercolor in the past, but I was going through my old drawings and stuff, and I found a lot of watercolor that I did. This is from when I was taking private art lessons as a teenager. These were some of the exercises that we had to do. We had just started working in watercolor when I moved away, which made me sad. I loved that art teacher. These were done in the 70's, like 1974, 75, something like that. Yeah. So I did a little more watercolor than I thought I did. This was another exercise I had to do to see what the colors look like over each other. I need to go back and refresh my memory on some of this stuff. It's another one I did. Like I said, these were done in I think it was 1975. Might have been 1974, I don't know. So I have done a little watercolor. I actually did a watercolor painting for my sister-in-law. I think I already looked at that one. Of her son on the beach. But I really didn't know what I was doing when I did it. That's me just trying it out. Let's see, I think there's one more. Well, that's all that I got to do when I was taking art lessons. As far as watercolor goes, I did a whole lot of other stuff. But I found all these paintings that I did in watercolor. This right here is the house that my mother was born in. She had a black and white picture, and I did it in watercolor. The trees are not that great. I really need to work on that. And I did this from one of my watercolor books that my sister from Texas had given me. It's Ann Mason, I believe. I'll have to get those out one day, go through all the watercolor books I got. Maybe I'll do that next time. The sunflower I did. A leaf. These are all watercolors. I did these from some book. I don't know. I did these a long time ago. I need to work on flowers for sure. And snow. Yeah, this was done in 2012. So I have dabbled in watercolor. This is actually from a reference that I took a picture of. I definitely need to work on watercolor for animals. This was a picture that my mom took at the beach, and I thought it would make such a nice little painting, so I did that in 2012 with watercolor. And this is a more recent attempt to do a snowy tree. That was the first attempt. Maybe that was the second attempt. I'm not sure. I need help. I need lots of practice, that's for sure. Yes, I need lots of practice. I kind of like the way I did the sky on that one. That's another one that I did. But today I'm going to do this whale. Let's see. And it's from this book right here, Watercolor for the Soul. I can't see the name. By Sharon Stevens. So I didn't have all the colors, so I'm just gonna wing it like I do a lot of things. Wish me luck. Oh, Lordy. Okay. I read the instructions beforehand, so we'll see how I do. Says the way. You see, I'm using my left hand. I'm ambidextrous, but most of the time I might not be getting that wet enough. I don't know. Sometimes I've been using too much water. Then I don't use enough water. We'll see. I don't think I'm using enough water. That's something I gotta learn. I gotta learn how to use the water. Okay. Let me try this. I think I taped this a little better than that first watercolor video I did. At least I hope so. We'll see when I take the tape off. I think I need to work on that more when I do the watercolor painting. Let's see. I probably have this too dark. Or maybe the water's drying too quickly. I know I'm putting my head in the way. That's the one. I think that's too dark. He called for permanent rose red, and I didn't have that color. You were supposed to mix that with indigo and a little bit of yellow to make this gray, but I didn't have those colors, so what I did was I had some Payne's gray. So see, I think that's a little bit too dark. See if I can't take some of that out. I think I made it too dark. I gotta get used to how much water to use. It's gonna take a lot of practice. Not looking too bad. Rinse this out. I think that light's shining too much. Put me some water on here. I don't want to get that too close to the lighter color because it'll bleed. And I don't want it to be like the lighthouse. Oh my goodness, that was terrible. I'll have plenty of time to be working on my artwork the next 2 weeks because I don't go back to work again till the 2nd. I'm gonna miss all those little kiddos though. They keep me young feeling. I'm not gonna do that flipper right there or whatever it's called right now because I'm afraid it'll bleed into the bottom. Oh, that's too dark. I need to add water to that. I need to mix that over here. Probably not doing this exactly like I'm supposed to, but this is a learning experience. I'm actually going to be, after I do this, I won't be recording it though. I'm going to try to do, I got an avocado drawn on here that I'm going to do from this book too, but I got a couple of drawings that I'm going to do from Sarah Cray's projects. The mittens and just holding a heart shaped snow. And then some cardinals sitting in the snow on a limb. I'm going to be doing those. I don't want to lose that eye. I kind of like the way that looks right there. I need to wet that a little bit. I think I did wet it already. Yep. Yes. Do that. My eyesight's getting better by the day, thank the Lord. I'll be glad when they do the cataract surgery on the right eye, because then I could buy me some reading glasses. I don't want to buy any right now, not till they fix that eye too. Be kind of a waste of money. Kind of got that too close. I think that needs to be a little darker. I'll wait. I don't want that to bleed. Let's see if I can do this now. Let this dry. I think I need to use a smaller brush. I think I will. That's smaller. No, that's bigger. That's a 3. That'll work. Okay. I don't have any black paint. They said you use that for the eye. But I do have a black watercolor pencil, so I put some of that on a piece of paper, and I'm just going to wet it with a brush and use that. I need to get some more paint. Probably messed up doing that. I think there's a hair on it. I'll just have to stick that eye in there. I done covered it up. One of the kids wants me to draw a Snoopy. I'll have to do that one day, just for her, because she watches. I got another one that wants me to draw a giraffe. And I can't remember what the other one wanted. We're getting there. I think I got my pencil marks a little bit too dark. I lifted them a little bit, but I don't think I lifted them enough. Need to get this part right here a little bit darker. Get this part done. Alright. Let's see about getting that eyeball. Then I'll do the stripes underneath the wheel. I don't know if this is gonna work. Probably need to let it dry. I saw a water drop get ready to fall off that brush. That would have messed it up. I think I need to take a little bit of gouache afterwards and put a little highlight in there. Okay, I got that on there from my finger. Let's see if I can't get that off. Oh, that dried a lot lighter. I thought that gray was too dark, but it dried lighter, so that's a good thing. I think that's too wet. Had that paint on my hand. Well, he's just gonna have that mark under his belly. This will be using some light lines. I don't have a steady hand. Probably should have been light, finer. Let me see. Where's that other brush? Oops. Dropped it. Oh. Give it a little variety. It's not dark. I didn't want to do it that dark. That thick, I should say. I might have to redo that watercolor that I did on my mom's, the house that she grew up in. Learn how to do trees, make it look good. I think this is coming to an end. I don't know if I'm not getting enough paint or enough water. Probably a little bit of both. I don't want it to be too dark. It's getting too thick. I better quit while I'm ahead. Gonna mess it up. I don't think the tape even matters because there's not going to be a background, but it is splatters. Let's see. Use indigo and opaque white. Splatters. Where's that big brush? Lost my brush. Oh. Probably need a bigger brush than this. Okay. Get some of this opaque. Wash. I need to put a dot in his eye with that. It's just a little dot. Okay. Get some more of this indigo. And water. A little bit of a pay. I'm going to make some little splatters now. That's probably going to mess it up. Oh well. Better look at it while it looks okay. Not doing too right. Kind of splattered just right there. I better stop while I'm ahead. Let me try one. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with that one. I'll have to do the avocado one later. Well, that was an experience. I hope everyone has a wonderful Christmas. I may record something else before then, so I am going to do the avocado. I'm just not going to record it. So maybe I'll show that to you later. Thanks for watching.